Do you want me to look forward or at the camera?
Well, talk to her. And she's right here.
There. Right there.
Well, I'm not her.
Hey.
It's this thing right between us. That's her. Okay, this is weird.
Hi, I'm Ryan Smith. Okay, so yeah, I am 21 years old. Roughly 170 pounds, and I'm 6'4". Hope if everybody runs. And this video is about me and Allison Smith. So,
are you guys married already?
Yeah.
The wife's her last name is same as yours.
Oh, stop. Okay. How close is my face? Okay, great.
Okay.
I met Allison, I'm trying to remember, I think it was January 4th, 2016, give or take. I walked into Zupa's, and I looked to my right, she was standing there, she was making a bunch of sandwiches, and I was just like, wow, this is going to be a great place to work. Like, I remember the first day she walked over to train me, I was then on sandwiches trying to make them, doing my best, and she was just like, wow, you're really bad at this. And she like pushes me out of the way, she's like, I'm just gonna do it. So she like makes sandwich really fast and then like moves on. Just, who are you? But she'd always tease me right from the start, just a little bit. A little bit more than she'd tease other people, so that was nice. And then one day we were talking, and it was Memorial Day. We were talking about like different ancestors that we had, like we were buried in different places, and we realized that our grandparents were both buried like in the same cemetery. And she's like, how would we go? Like, and go visit. So later that day, she came over, and then we went over to the Orem Cemetery to visit our grandparents. And then afterwards, we're like, well, now what? And so she was like, I don't know, let's do something fun. And we went to a park in Orem. We ended up playing basketball for a really long time. I liked her a lot at this point. I kind of wanted to kiss her. And so then I kept thinking about it, and I just brushed the thought away, kept pushing it away. And so I kept playing basketball. She's like, well, is there any other exciting places we could go? Any ponds and things like that? And I'm just like, yeah, well, I know this one just a little ways away. We went to Duck Pond. We were about to get out, and she's like, oh, darn, the sprinklers. And I'm just like, you want to run in the sprinklers? Jokingly. And she's like, yeah. And she like jumps out of the car and starts booking it through the sprinklers. I'm just like, who is this girl? I was just like, because for me personally, I've always had like a sense of adventure. So just having that, just like, it's just like impressive to me. There's this moment, like she was telling me a story. I was like looking at her, like, listening intently, like, and then she just like stops, and I'm just like staring at her. She's like, what are you thinking about? And now our faces are like this close together. Well, I think you already know. Like, that's what I said. Well, I'm thinking about something like this. I just grabbed her face and I kissed her. And she was just like, that's what I thought. That was the first kiss that we had. And just like, it was great. It was technically against the Zupa's policy to be able to date our coworkers. That's why I didn't mention anything before. And so, like, over the course of the next couple of months, like, we kept dating in secret. At this point, we had a lot of things going on in our lives. We were really busy, and we ended up breaking up. And so that was really sad. That lasted for a long time. Like, we went our separate ways, had things going on, but she'd still come to my mind every once in a while. I'd still think about her. There was one night that I had a dream about her, and she was still in her Zupa's uniform, and she was African dancing, okay? In the stadium with me and these guys from my mission. I woke up and it was like a super vivid dream, and just like, that was really strange. So I like texted her, I was just like, I had this dream about you, it's kind of weird, just thought I'd tell you. And she was just instantly responded, she's just like, hey, I just like, that's really weird, like hilarious, but weird. And then she's like, also, if funny thought though, like I've been thinking about you a lot recently too. And we ended up going bowling with a couple other friends, and like, so we spent that time together. We started getting back into hanging out and things like that. I just asked her if she'd be my girlfriend. She's just like, well, duh. What happened next is we ended up going to Moana. Okay, and afterwards we talked about it. We went back to her house, and her parents were still up, and it was like 11 o'clock at night. They normally go to bed at 8, and so they're up, and they're just like, we just wanted to meet this boy that you went to the movie with, basically is what they said. And I was like, hi, I'm Leslie, and she's just like, nice to meet you. And her dad's like, hi, I'm Mr. Smith, like sticks out his hand, and they just start laughing because he's just joking around. So shakes my hand and so here's where I meet her parents, and they're just like, they're some of the nicest people I've ever met. They're really awesome. Just like, they treat me from the start just like as if I was one of their own kids. And so I met her other siblings. They're hilarious and really great. I feel like I'm as close to them as I am to my own siblings. Like, I remember like introducing her to my family and different things like that, and like how they instantly just like, we like her. Like, she's great. Like, please keep her around. Ryan's back. This is his normal self. Like, this is how we wanted to be. Like,
Amen.
And it was just, I felt better. I felt great. I felt like I had found someone very special to me. And I felt like all these different personal changes in me, and like my family life, I grew closer to everyone. And I just felt that love and like that appreciation for her that I always imagined that I would. As I got to know Allison, I got to feeling as I was at home with her, that I just started to fall more and more in love with her. We set goals to try to go to the temple every week. We wanted to go out and just take a day and just visit like as many things as we could. We ended up doing that. We went out to like see the Spiral Getty and like the Golden Spike National Monument, things like that. Like, just things that she hadn't done before that we'd always talked about. I just remember me leaning over and just hugging Allison one day, just really tight, and I'm just like, we should just get married one of these days. Just like putting that in her head, and she's just like, I should too. Like, it feels really right, and like just like a great thing. Just like we agreed that like this is as good as it gets. Like, I've never felt happier in my life. Like, this is awesome. Anyways, so I found a love for me. Allison. Okay. So I guess all this video is so far has been just explaining what's gotten me to the point I am now. Like, and where I am at this point where I'm just in love with you. Like, you're great. You're amazing. You've completely changed my life. I am so much happier. I'm focused. I'm doing what I feel like I'm supposed to be. And you're beautiful. You're amazing. You always treat me with how I've always wanted my wife to treat me, and you tend to talk me up more than you should, but and you make me feel like I'm better than I feel like I ever could be. And when you look at me, I just feel appreciated every way, and it's amazing, an amazing feeling, and I just feel butterflies when I see you, and it's great. But yeah, and so I'm in love with you, and I want to be with you for the rest of my life. I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it. Oh, kiss. Oh, yeah.
Another little kiss.
No more. In real life. It'll be in real life. Big kiss, little kiss.